After a great trio of games on Thanksgiving yesterday, we've got Friday football to tide you over here as we join you from Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, folks. It's the Bears and the Eagles in the NFC on EA Sports. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to kick things off on this Black Friday. Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. He juked him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. Looking for the seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a loose football. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bears first down. A gain of 15.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running is Monangai. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run here with Monangai. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that. One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on the point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, it's Monangai. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Williams. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. take this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 15.
Here's Manungai. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. To throw, it's Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Santos on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time, they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now it's 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back here in Philadelphia for this Black Friday game, a tradition that was instituted back in 2023. Part of what folks call John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend. And Big John, of course, meant so much to us here at EA Sports, and also to so many of you who spent your holidays listening to him call games in Detroit and Dallas all those years. So Charles and I just want to acknowledge and celebrate the legacy of the great, and I put that in all caps, the great John Madden. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bears first down.
The Bears at 8-3 now. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run. Manungai. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on defense a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Smith in motion right.
At the 38-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Throwing is Williams. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 2nd down. To throw, Williams. He's going to look deep for more. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
3rd down and 1.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for Eagles first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A short one there, caught by Glanson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
To the right side and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
For the Eagles.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he shifts past him. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bears first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw is Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's across midfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. To the air, Williams. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
The Bears field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Shifts by him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They're going to look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
They'll look to throw here. A shoulder there, caught by Granson. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he fends him off. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And the Bears 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears
on 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 49 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Another Bears 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down Bears.
Once again, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
The Eagles 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Looking for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Barkley on first down, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Give to Bigsby on the option. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Another run by Bigsby. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. In motion, the tight end.
At the 34.
Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
First down.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 15.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bears.
They'll run here. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Running is Monangai. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and
Throwing is Williams. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
Back to throw here. Complete, it's Dodson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3 brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Saquon Barkley. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
For an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw again. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 17 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one there, caught by Granson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And an Eagles first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
11 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass hauled in by Dodson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Incomplete. The coverage by Jaquan.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, and Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Elliott good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the Bears down 17-14, a minute 24 to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Able to find Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
To throw, it's Williams. And that that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
4 yards. That's another.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First down, Chicago.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. Gets around him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Madungai. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On the tackle. 5 yards on the play.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken at the 37. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Monangai. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
And partner, right away, I'm brought back to the words of my special teams coach when I played in college. Sometimes you just have to want to go block a kick.
And here with a chance to win the game at OT on the O-line, you got to max protect.
It's amazing, isn't it? You spend all that time in practice, you go over all the different possibilities, and with the games on the line, someone leaks through, and now you got a block kick.
And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.